Oh shit. The first words of the stream were, "Oh shit." Can we make it a bit smaller? No, it doesn't really matter, does it? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. 3, 2. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to another episode of Quran in English. My name is Ahmed, and I'm happy to take you through the next section of Surah Fussilat, the chapter of the explanation. We were talking about the inhabitants of hell, but before I get into that, let me explain what I'm doing. I'm here to learn about the Quran, read it in Arabic, discuss it in English, share my learning and understanding with you, because that's the best way for me to learn, and for me to want to learn. So this is my learning journey. This is that I'm sharing with you. If you like this type of content, feel free, but I will make mistakes. If you want it to be perfect, I mean, nothing's going to be perfect from the get-go. If you want me to take a different perspective, then this is not exactly the best way to do it. But that being said, if you drop a comment, please feel free. If you have an understanding of something that I may not, I would love to learn from you. I'd love to listen to your perspective, and I would appreciate it. But yeah, education journey. Not gonna make mistakes. If you're okay with that, then hang out. All right. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وقيضنا لهم قرناء فزينوا لهم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم وحق عليهم القول في أمم قد خلت من قبلهم من الجن والإنس إنهم كانوا خاسرين. And we decreed upon them, or we destined upon them, we decreed upon them companions that made it seem appealing to them what was between their hands. So they had companions that made them think that whatever was in front of them, their money, their power, their wealth, their whatever it was, they made it seem more appealing to them. And what was behind them, what was in front of them, what was behind them. And then came true upon them the word. Here they say justified was the word. Now I feel like it came true is the way that it's the evoked feeling that I'm getting. The word among the word that was among nations that had passed from before them from jinn and men. There were many nations of jinn and men that had the decree upon them, the word that had come to pass, the judgment that had come to pass, the justice, and that came to those who went to hell. So this is what we were talking about previously. They went to hell. So they had companions that made their deeds seem, here they said misdeeds. It didn't say misdeeds. It just said what is between their hands and what is from behind them. Justified. It is understood that they are misdeeds, but it is not exactly expressed that they're misdeeds. Just what was in front of them, what was behind them. And because they ended up in hell, you understand it to be misdeeds. You had companions that made it seem good, and then it befell upon them what had befallen over. Interesting that it says jinn and men. So it's talking about a previous time, because there was an understanding that the earth had jinn before it had humans. I'm not sure where I got that piece of information from. All we know from this verse, in the context of this verse, is that there were, in the past, jinn and human that had a decree upon them that has happened to those who went to hell. And indeed, they were losers. Here, associating others in worship with God and denying the hereafter. Could be other things, could be less things, could be abuse, murder, rape. I mean, I don't know. We don't know what it is. We just know that they did something, and it was made to seem good to them by their companions. وقال الذين كفروا لا تسمعوا لهذا القرآن والغوا فيه لعلكم تغلبون. This confused me. والغوا فيه لعلكم تغلبون. And the ones who disbelieve said, do not listen to this Quran and make noise in it so that you may overcome it. Go la 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 so you can overcome it. Which, when I was reading this, it felt like they were describing the word, but I put it like 16 ways from Sunday. Oh, did I delete it? Oh, history. Yeah. And speak nonsense therein so that you may prevail. Yeah, for some reason my brain was reading this Arabic differently, but I trust obviously these translators more than me sometimes, not always, but I do. Yeah, so here they're just saying make noise so that you may overcome the Quran, the what we are reading. Now here I agree that the Quran refers to what we are reading. There's another reference in these verses that I disagree with what they're saying, but we'll get there. فلنذيقن الذين كفروا عذابا شديدا ولنجزينهم أسوأ الذي كانوا يعملون. We will make them taste, the ones who disbelieved, we will make them taste a punishment, a torment that is severe, and we will recompense them the worst of what they used to do. We will make them, we will surely make them get what they deserve, essentially. Well, get what they deserve from the worst of what they used to do, very specifically. ذلك جزاء أعداء الله النار لهم فيها دار الخلد جزاء بما كانوا بآياتنا يجحدون. That is the reward, the recompense of the enemies of God, which is fire. It's always this grammar confuses. That is the reward of the punishment, the enemies of God. Fire. The fire. Why wouldn't you say the fire is the reward? I don't understand. But maybe it's a grammatical Arabic thing that I will not get. Because here they're saying the fire, and then they're saying it as if it's continued for the sentence. But for the sign above it, it's like, yeah, it prefers to continue, but you can't stop. ذلك جزاء أعداء الله النار لهم فيها دار الخلد جزاء بما كانوا بآياتنا يجحدون. So if you read it continuously, it says, that is the recompense for the enemies of God. The fires for them, therein, their home is for eternity as a recompense. Yeah, that's why I feel like it's two different sentences. Recompense. Anyway, recompense about why they used to reject our verses, the denial of our verses. And like, this is not just like disagree with, but like actively refuse. Yeah, I feel like having this in my hand, so I feel like having it back straight. Yeah. وقال الذين كفروا ربنا أرنا الذين أضل. 1 second. Yeah, I'm not feeling too great today. I don't know. When am I feeling great? Okay. وقال الذين كفروا ربنا أرنا الذين أضلانا من الجن والإنس نجعلهما تحت أقدامنا ليكونا من الأسفلين. And those who disbelieved will say, our Lord, show us those who misled us from the jinn and from the men, and from humans, not men, from humans. So that we may put them under our feet, so that they may be of the lowest of the lowest. Now here they're saying in hell, but because the understanding is this is after judgment has passed and they realize that they've made mistakes, so they're like, okay, show us those who misled us, let us put them below our feet. Now, I thought the response here was going to be, well, you can't do that, it's too late. But then it just jumps to a different topic for some reason. إن الذين قالوا ربنا الله ثم استقاموا تتنزل عليهم الملائكة ألا تخافوا ولا تحزنوا وابشروا بالجنة التي كنتم توعدون. Yeah, I mean, it just describes what the disbelievers will cry out and then moves on. Just to let us know what they're crying out. I don't understand why this is the case, but it continues by saying, indeed, those who say our Lord is God, and then they stand firm or they do right, will descend upon them the angels, that they do not be afraid and do not grieve, and give good tidings of paradise, that which you were promised. Especially at the time of their death. I mean, I'm getting the indication that this is not necessarily at the time of their death, but this is a judgment day. Does this make sense at the time of death? Maybe. I do not know. It does not say when this happens. It does not say if it's time of death or judgment day. But both explanations make sense, but I just don't know. نحن أولياؤكم في الحياة الدنيا وفي الآخرة ولكم فيها ما تشتهي أنفسكم ولكم فيها ما تدعون. We are your protectors in the life of the world and in the hereafter, and for you is in whatever you desire, for your souls, and for you therein which? The world or the hereafter? It is understood that there you will have the what. It is understood that it is the hereafter, because in this world you do not have whatever you desire for yourselves. And in it is whatever you desire for your souls, and in it for you is what you ask. What is the difference between what you ask for and whatever your souls desire? The difference is there are some things that your soul desires that you do not ask for, yet you get. One is what you ask for, and one is what you desire. But then, what about intercession? Not everybody has intercession. Shafa'ah. Does everybody get that in heaven? Can you ask for forgiveness for those that you love that were lost astray? Are there no limits in heaven, is the question. نزلا من غفور رحيم. A revelation, a hospitable gift, something that is brought down to you from the oft forgiving and most merciful. ومن أحسن قولا ممن دعا إلى الله وعمل صالحا وقال إنني من المسلمين. This is where I disagree with the translation, but we'll get it in a second. And who is better than the one who is better in speech than the one who invites or who invokes, who calls towards God and does good deeds and says, indeed, I am of the ones who submit. That is what the word literally means. Muslimin literally means those who submit. Literally, Muslims is incorrect. When this Quran was revealed, it was not talking about the people that will follow Muhammad and the Quran. It was talking about those who submit. The identity of Muslim didn't exist at the time of the Prophet. Eventually, they started being called the Muslims because they were the ones who submit, and that was supposed to be their action. And the trait that defines them is the people who submit, or it used to define them. I don't think it defines them now. But when the Quran was revealed, it was not the identity of Muslims as the word, but literally it means those who submit. That's what Muslimin means. I wonder if I take this, would it say Muslims? It does say Muslims. In a modern day settings, that's what it means, but that's only because modern day we separate Jews, Christians, and Muslims instead of the point being, it literally means the one who submits, does not literally mean the Muslims as we understand it today, especially not when this Quran was revealed. ولا تستوي الحسنة ولا السيئة. ادفع بالتي هي أحسن